Hey guys! So, it's Jazz Tutorials here, and I bet you're wondering what I have up my sleeve this week, aren't ya? Well, I came across a cool photo on Facebook, and I wanted to recreate this cool little text kind of typography effect that they did, and I thought it was pretty awesome, so I went and played around in Photoshop, and I kind of figured it out. It's pretty freaking awesome. And you could use this effect in multiple ways, not just with text. You could totally use it in other ways, which I will show you at the end of the video other ways you can utilize it. But for now, I'll show you with text because that's the way it's going to be. Alright, so what I've done, now I already have all this planned out on the side here on my layers, so you see them all blacked out. Don't worry, I'm going to explain everything step by step so you're not confused. I'm going to make it less confusing than ever. I'm going to make it as awesome as possible. Alright, so I have my text here that I've already made, but I'm going to show you how I did it. I went and chose Arial Black. Now I'm using Arial Black because it's a bold text and it can really show the effect quite well. And then I used, I don't know why it says that, but I used 500 PT point. I used 500 point text because you want to, now you're going to have to make each if you're doing a whole word, you're going to want to do each letter separately per canvas. So I did the letter J. So I used capitals for this, by the way, in case you're curious. And then once I have my letter, which I already have here, I have my letter now. Now, I already have all the settings for it, but I'll show you what I did with the settings. So what I had done is the color for I chose was black, obviously, for the text. You want to have black for your text because black's awesome, and that's what you need. Alright, so I double-click on the J, and immediately what you want to do is take the fill opacity of your text and go down to 0. Then click on the word stroke and leave it there. Now if you want your size of your stroke to be bigger, you can do that. You can make it a bigger size, but I'm leaving it at the standard 3px, and that's good for me. So click OK, you're good to go. Then, now, to really make this a typography picture effect, what I did is I'm going to go here and open a photo. And I'm going to just use this photo here. You can use any photo you like. I used multiple photos of different things, different people, because I wanted to make it look cool. So, now, what you need to do for this effect is make sure all of your photos are black and white. Now, you can do this multiple ways. You could do a Control-Shift-U and decorate it that way. Control-Shift-U. That makes it black and white. But if you're going to be a cool-ass kid, you can totally go up to Image Adjustments and click on black and white, which will bring up that thing, and then you just click Return, and you're good to go. And you can also go to Image Adjustments as well and click on the word Decorate. Decorate and black and white are basically the same thing. No idea what decorate really is any different from black and white, but that's what it does. So we're going to just decorate it and be done with it. Alrighties. Alright, then you're going to do a Control-X, cut and paste that onto your layer. Yeah, we need to save it. So paste it below the J. That way it works better. And then you're just going to place it right, like, in the dead center. Like, right there. And that's the start of it. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your letters and you're going to go all the way down and loop it around. Now, to do the looping of the J, it's a little difficult and tricky, but I'll show you how to do it. So I already have this one pretty much done, so I have that one there. Oops, what did I just do that for? Alright, so yeah. I don't know why my layer 1's like that, but okay. There's the J. And then on layer 2, I went like this. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry, guys. Looks like my J must have resized itself. I was curious why all my letters are a little messed up here, but that's alright. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this shit out. So I'm going to go back to my letter J. I need to resize this because obviously someone's been playing around in Photoshop and didn't really be a cool kid, so. There we go. Alright, 7 Alright, we're going to just do 700. Okay, so there we go. So I have those already done there. Now, because they're not really working with my text, what you might need to do, and you probably have to zoom all the way in, and I'm going to show you on layer 2, is you're going to want to resize it so that it fits your canvas. So let's see, so we have this here, so just do a Control T, put that there, and go back to layer 1, do the same thing, because apparently something got changed while I wasn't looking. But that's the price you pay for making a live tutorial. So, alright, and like such, and there we go. Alright, so far that's what we have there. Oops, we need layer 6. We don't need layer 6. Screw layer 6. Bye bye layer 6. Alright, so that's the first two you have. Now you may need to blend those in if they're really kind of weird looking. So just go over here to the eraser tool and select a soft round brush of any size you choose. And then just go up to the top here and blend them in like such. Alright. Oops, I was in the background layer. My bad. And just to make it easier, I always add a mask layer. Just in the event I make a mistake, you can always go back and fix it with a mask layer. But if you don't have a mask layer, sometimes it's a bit difficult in Photoshop to go all the way back and retrace your steps. So always add a mask layer to any layer if you're doing an eraser tool. It just makes it so much easier because if you make a mistake, all you gotta do is click here, delete layer mask, and then you can always redo it, and it's so much easier. So I suggest you use a mask layer. And then you can just go over here and mask out all of your shit. Yeah. Alright, and then again, I went and did the rest of my layers here. Oops, I'm not going to show you that layer quite yet. Yeah. So then, with layer 3, excuse me. Anyway, okay. And then with layer 3, I had to go here, and I had to start going to the corners. And now with the corners, what you need to do is you need to resize it. And you're going to need to use the warp tool. Using the warp tool is very helpful in this tutorial. I love the warp tool. So I'm going to warp it so that it fits here. And you're going to have it as a perfect square. I understand that. So in that case, you're going to have the perfect square. You're going to rotate it to the side. And then once it's on the side, you're going to add a mask layer to that. And you're going to go over here to your eraser tool. And with a hard round brush, I'm using 31px, but really you can use any size you'd like that gets the job done. And you're just going to want to erase like the sides like this, so that it doesn't really stick out of the side. Alright, and like that, and again, oops, too much off. Yep, and just like that. And again, you may need to rotate, warp a bit differently, I don't know, whatever looks good to you. And I did the same thing with layer 4. I pasted it right there. I need to resize it a bit more because as you can see, it really is an obstruction to this tutorial. What the? Control T. Resize. I need to rotate it a bit. And I need to warp it too as well. I think that looks good. And I also, again, I went and blended it in with the magic erase, with the soft round brush of a tool. Alright. Yeah, that looks good to me. And then, of course, with the last layer, you got to do the same thing, warp and or, oops, I'll put it there. More thing. And such. Alright, and then again, take your eraser, add a mask layer, and mask out all the parts you don't need. Because that's the way we play. And again, this will take you some time to make probably per letter. I'm just showing you how to do one letter, but really the same effect applies to all letters. And then you'll get something similar to that, depending on how you do it and what letters you're using and whatnot. And you can add other things to it. You can add a background to it, of photos. You could elaborate on this so much, but I'm just showing you a simple way to do it. And in the beginning, I said you could use other things too to do the same effect, and I'm going to show you another way of doing it very quickly. If you click on your custom shapes tool, you can utilize all these custom shapes, and you can do the same effect. I'm just going to show you the puzzle piece here. Take a puzzle piece and make a perfect one there. And if you go into your styles and you click on the, where is it? Yeah, right there, the stroke. It'll give you that option. And then if you double click on this, because you want to make the stroke on this one a little bigger, I'm going to use about 7px or something. And then if you take a photo, you can again go over here. And, you know, you can place it. I mean, this photo is going to be a little too small and big, but if you went like this, and then you put it way at the bottom, and then you cut around the edges, you have yourself a perfect cool. Let me do this. Like, yeah. Oh, that's horrible. Well, anyway, you get the idea. You get the idea of what I'm getting at, right? Alright, so that's the effect, and that was the tutorial. I hope I've helped you in some way. If I have not, I'm sorry. If I made a lame tutorial, again, I'm sorry. Just here to make you great tutorials and help you out. If I'm a nuisance, an annoyance, I'm sorry. It's not my whatever. But yeah, so that's the tutorial. I hope I helped you all. If I did help you, you can like this video. If you really like me and think I'm awesome, you can subscribe, because subscribers are cool too. If you have any further questions, you may comment below. I'll be happy to help you. I hope I didn't confuse you. I shouldn't have. I went through almost every step-by-step direction of how to do it. If it got confusing for some of you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to confuse you. I was trying to be helpful, and that's all I'm here to do. So, yeah. Okay, oh, and one more thing. Next week, I'm going to be away. I'm going to Las Vegas to party, so I will not be here making you a video. So, hopefully, you can withstand a week without a Photoshop tutorial. But if you can't, well, you could just go through all my other tutorials and watch them over again to get your fix of Photoshop awesomeness. So, yeah, I will see you guys in a week from today, not next week, but the week after, with something awesome, I hope. I'm going to create something awesome eventually. I'll figure something out. I'll figure some more awesomeness out for y'all. But for now, here's some awesomeness of a typography morphic cool effect thing. No idea what you want to call it, but hey, there it is. Plain and simple. Right there in front of you. Boom, bang, there goes the dynamite. Alright, I'm going to leave you with this, and my final outcome will be coming up after. And that's our final outcome there, guys. That's what the cool effect looks like. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. And this is another outcome that I found online that looks pretty much the same and is still pretty awesome. So, that's it. Thanks for watching.